Well, it's a beautiful Saturday again this morning. I am your regular host, Yinka Kenny is my name. You know that I always come and set with Abib Abdul. Yes, he's somewhere around in the studio. Yes, he's going to come on. He's going to come on. You'll soon see Abib's face. But before Abib comes on this morning, I have somebody with me, because of the prevalence of rape and sexual abuse today in today's world. We found a need to talk about what to do, how to go about it, when you are being raped or you have an incident of domestic violence of whatsoever, because a lot of people are ignorant of what they can do when they are faced with rape or when they are violated domestically. Some people will just say, oh, let it be, oh, let God take control, let God take charge, but this, and they are psychologically affected, they are hurt, and they carry it on, and it affects every part of their living. And that's why this morning we found a need to talk to someone that is a professor, a professional counselor, and emotional intelligence practitioner in the person of Funke Oguntuga. Good morning, Funke.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
How are you, Funke?
Good morning, everybody. I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, it's good to have you. Please, can you just tell us, quickly, a lot of people are being raped, a lot of people are being violated domestically, and most especially you find teenage girls and they just keep quiet. Even some adults, they keep quiet. They're like, so what, in that case, what should we do?
Thank you very much for the question. I mean, we've already hearing about rape and sexual abuse. Is either a father who raped the daughter or a young girl that was kidnapped and gang raped or something. But we want everybody at home to know that it is not HIV that it is not a stigmatization thing. It's not something that you should keep quiet about. As a matter of fact, it is something you must seek help for because of mental health issues. When you seek help, when you break the silence, that is when you get help. Because a lot of people just, okay, it's my body, it has happened, let me just keep quiet. If nobody knows about it, that there is no problem.
So the likes of you, what really do you do?
What we do is sensitization. We sensitize people so that they know that help is available and to know that there is something called mental health issue. When you keep quiet, it affects you, it psychologically affects you. So we do sensitization, we teach sex education in Lagos schools, and then we do advocacy. If we have any rape case, we take it up. In fact, Lagos State government takes it up under the DSVRT, that's Domestic Violence and Response Team. What they do is they give you a lawyer, they even take tests, and everything that you need to get justice is what we do, and what we do at Heartminders Initiative.
So somebody at home, listening to us, watching us from anywhere, what if you have someone has a situation at hand? Which number can we call?
Okay, so we have a 24 hours hotline at Heartminders 080-9418-0000 that you can call. When you call the number, it is non-judgmental, it is safe. We take your name and then we call you back. It's at no cost to you. When you call, you get your credit is taken, but the process of getting justice, of getting medical help, of reaching us is totally free.
Okay, we're going to be displaying the numbers before the end of the program so that our viewers at home can have the number. The number again is 089-418-0000. For if you have a case, a rape case or a case of domestic violence, even the Lagos State number is 112.
Yes.
You can always call them. It's a toll-free number. Call, and this other number is 24 hours hotline that you can call. I promise you that the numbers will be displayed on the screen before we go. Oh, that's all we can take on that this morning. I will be right back. I tell you, we have so much this morning. Tomorrow is International Widows Day, and it's just right that we recognize with them. We stop all the part of what we preach. We stop all the negativities about widow. But I'll tell you more about International Widows Day when we come back after the welcome back. The show is still Perspectives. Yes, before we went on break, I was telling you all about the International Widows Day, which is coming up tomorrow. Yes, in view of that, we found out that some group of women, they gathered together and they went on a charity walk this morning. I also was a part of them. Before I go on to that, Abib Abdul is in the studio. I told you he was somewhere around in the studio. Abib just said hello to our viewers this morning.
Hello. Is that it? Good morning.
A simple hello.
Good morning, viewers. It's good to be here again.
Yes.
Yes. Our women deserve so much.
Accolades. I went on early morning jog this morning. You know, charity
That's
walk.
good.
Yes,
that's a good one.
solidarity is part of the reason we are here. You know, to support the widows and to stop, you know, every widowhood rights that violates women dignities. You know, things like, you know, when the husband dies, they have to scrape her head, and you bathe with the corpse water. A lot of, you know, things that are so, you know, dehumanizing. You know, the walk, we had a walk this morning. I don't know if we can have a clip of the walk on the screen for our viewers to see what went down this morning just around here on Alausa. Yes, that was the walk that we had this morning. That was the walk this morning that we had this morning. It was a beautiful time. I was a part of it, and I tell you.
You measure the kilometers.
Anyway,
but it's good. It's a good thing.
I was a part of it, and I tell you, I really enjoyed myself, and I had a nice time this morning, you know, doing this. And it was beautiful, you know, to recognize with the widows. And the fact is that it's high time that, you know, some of the beliefs that are not supposed to be, you know, should be eradicated in our society today. Yes. Moving away from that, we'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll be talking about one very, very important topic, Ebola. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The show is still Perspectives. Yes, I was going through, while we were preparing for the program, something caught my attention on Twitter. And knowing fully well that there's another round of Ebola outbreak in
Congo.
In Congo.
Central Africa.
Yes, and there are a lot of rumor going on here and there in Nigeria. But federal government has come to debunk all the rumor to say that Nigeria is Ebola free completely. Yes, but being Ebola free, a lot of people, as at the time that we had the Ebola outbreak, a lot of people made a lot of sacrifices and they were not even recognized. Yes, this morning I'm going to be putting a call through to one of the people, the volunteers, that was there. But before then, I want to share with our viewers this morning the tweets of Dr. Mark Ginger Ibeneme. So we're going to just share with our viewers briefly his tweets.
It's a thread, actually.
It's a thread. Yeah, we're going to. It's worth it because today we said that we're going to devote hashtag segment. This is the only social media story we are bringing in today. Yes, because we are dedicating it fully to Dr. Mark Ginger Ibeneme this morning.
It is worth it.
It is worth it. Yes, the tweets. Let's start. It reads: 4 years later, African Union has remembered to present me and my colleagues with Medal of Honor for stopping Ebola in Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Guinea. I dedicate these to Dr. Stella Adadavo and Justina Ejelonu. You guys are real heroes. You died for us. Then he went on to say, Adadavo stopped soya. He made calls. She also made calls, pulling the right strings to stop him from plunging into the population and spreading the deadly virus. She contracted Ebola in the process and died a most painful death. It was like self-sacrifice. She had organ failures, kidney shutdown, multiple seizures, strokes, profuse bleeding, heart failure, and later on death. She died for Nigeria. Adadavo has not been properly honored by our country, whereas every year politicians troop into Abuja to share national honors for doing practically nothing, whereas real heroes are ignored. Nurse Justina Ejelenu worked with Stella and also contracted the disease in the line of duty. She died without knowing anything for herself, without doing anything for herself or her family. No one remembers her. We arrived at Abuja after 6 months of risking our lives in West Africa to stop the menace, few days after Jonathan had lost the presidential election in 2015. No one paid any attention to us any longer. All the initial plans to honor us was thrown out of the window. The new regime took no interest whatsoever until today, not even a handshake from a local government chairman, not to talk of a monetary anything. Politicians share billions each time they are leaving office after mindless self-help to the national purse. Yet, those who work for the nation are never rewarded. This regime has not as much as said a word to us, talk less of recognizing our contribution. The day we arrived Sierra Leone, everyone was happy. They said we were Nigerian and we had the magic. They sent us to worst-hit areas and we went to duty patriotically. We did our best and Ebola stopped. The country took the whole accolade without even saying a word to us. The African Union has casually tossed medals to us without any ceremony. I went to Port Harcourt to pick up my piece from a junior staff of the State Ministry of Health, who asked me to sign off on a piece of paper and be gone. There were only 2 persons in the room. Nobody bothered with me. It was even the staff who told me that some people who picked up the medal earlier had tested it and that it was not even real gold. So it's probably worthless. I spent my money and time to pick a piece of garbage after risking my life for Africa. I felt like a fool while living dejected. This reminds me of my experience in the field. An American passed out while we were on duty and I helped to resuscitate him. He was later diagnosed of Ebola and I quarantined myself. Few days later, I developed fever and noticed blood in my toilet. I asked my colleagues to send a letter to African Union. that I may have contracted a deadly disease. Till today, I never got any response. I stayed in self-quarantine for 21 days without a word from Africa that I was fighting for. My contemporary was airlifted to USA in a matter of moments, but I survived by the grace of God or Sherlock. Never spoken to, never tested, never nothing. Being African is shit. I don't know if I'm a survivor or not. I just know that my life is worth nothing. I dedicate this medal, though probably worthless, to healthcare workers from Africa who died for their continent but were never appreciated or even recognized. I live in hope that one day our land shall experience the kind of leadership that would value those who sacrifice for her and reward those who make genuine sacrifices. That was a tweet from one of the volunteers, and then we have him on phone. We have Dr. Ginger Ibeneme. He was among the first 5 medical doctors who volunteered to risk their lives and save Nigeria from Ebola menace. Thereafter, he was sent to Sierra Leone with other professionals from around the world to stop the Ebola menace in West Africa. There, he was appointed a team leader at Port Local District. Having been trained by World Health Organization in viral hemophagic fever case and management, Dr. Ibeneme became the team leader at African Union's support for Ebola outbreak in West Africa, Port Local District, Sierra Leone. He is currently the team leader case management team for VHF Lassa fever at the Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital, Nnewi. On phone, we have Dr. Mark Ginger. We're going to be talking to Dr. Mark Ginger this morning. Good morning, Dr. Mark Ginger. How are you?
Good morning.
Yes, we just outlined all you said in all you wrote down in your tweet. Can you just give us a little of your thoughts and shed more light on the situation that happened at that point in time?
I didn't know what you said, man. What did you say?
Yes, I said, could you just give us your thoughts about what happened at that point in time and shed more light on the situation briefly?
Oh, okay. Yeah, first off, my name is Ginger Ibeneme. I'm a medical doctor. I work with the teaching hospital at Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Yes, recall when Ebola came to Nigeria, recall the terror, recall also that doctors were on strike there. Recall also that the federal government was on air captivating doctors, how they didn't come out to volunteer to help fight the scourge. Eventually, 2 of us, declared interest in helping the nation, and we were able to complete it thanks to the Lagos State government and the NCDC. Now, subsequently, we are sent on secondment to the African Union, and some of us were dispatched to Sierra Leone, others to Liberia, and Guinea. Nigerian healthcare workers, about 200 in number, of different backgrounds, medical doctors, nursing, wash specialists, and the others. On getting to Sierra Leone, for instance, we were deployed to the hottest zones because around the world, it was believed that Nigeria had the magic wand to stop the Ebola. So Nigerians were quickly deployed to northern Sierra Leone that was most ravaged by Ebola. I guess similar thing played out in Liberia. The point is we spent 6 months in the field, at the end of which we came back at the end of that mission to Abuja. We were received by the embassy, camped in a hotel. There was, we met on the time that there were plans to honor us there in Abuja. We were supposed to visit the president and then give some sort of honor. But it was towards the end of that regime. The regime had lost the general election and the president was leaving. So the whole plans were put on hold. We were asked to leave and that they would get back to us. 4 years down the line, about a couple of weeks ago, news also came out that we had received a medal from African Union.
So in a nutshell, the country did not even recognize those of you that risked your life, voluntarily.
No recognition whatsoever. Not even a kind word from any government official. That was something. We the day we left was at this purpose, it was at this ceremony. The head of African Union came herself. She came to Lagos to hold that ceremony. It celebrated the fact that we were going to do this. So when we finish doing that, nobody ever wanted to say that, oh, they are back, welcome.
Okay, doctor. From what you said, the previous regime promised to honor you in some way, though not defined. But after that regime lost, there was no continuity, right?
There was no continuity whatsoever.
Okay, now if I may ask, those that lost their lives, was there any benefit to the family, any special benefit to the family, or is it just a case of the normal?
No, the truth is that there was zero casualties out there, outside of the place.
No, I mean the medical, the doctors.
This will right there in Nigeria, the likes of Senator Medical, the likes of Dr. Najalon. I'm not aware that there is any benefit. That way, it's kind of honor from the government over this issue. I remember it was once mentioned in the National Assembly, and I heard somebody propose a national honor, and some government officials participated in her honor. And I was looking down, didn't amount to anything. This is just me trying to say that things could be better.
Okay.
My point is not necessarily that I'm not necessarily looking back because I want to honor, but I think that this is about the system failure from my own point.
Yes.
I believe that we can treat our heroes, the people who do stuff.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
It is.
And we have to think about the dollars who took almost 30 days for them to receive the government promise of 1994. That is ridiculous. It's the people who represent this country. I think you see a lot of healthcare workers to the political school and members of Obama who died of lapis, and about 600 doctors, and many doctors continue to die. I remember that a few weeks after Amma died.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Young people were thrown into the street.
Thank you.
Nigerians sacrificed their lives for the country. I don't want to ever say thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor. We appreciate your time on the show this morning. And I tell you that although Nigerian government, they have not honored you, but as many as read your tweet on social media and as many as are listening to us, unfortunately we can't pick calls this morning because of so much we had on our table. As many as are listening to us, I'm sure Nigerians appreciate you. Nigerians love you.
And we will continue to push.
Exactly.
Yes, it will come. They should be honored.
Exactly, because people like this, a lot of Nigerians are doing a lot of voluntary work,
yes,
and they must be honored and they must be recognized. And one of these days, I want to appeal that probably when Doctor is in Lagos, probably we'll have him on set with us and he can talk to us live. Oh, that's all we can take. But the fact is that we're still going to continue this discussion on our social media platform. We're sorry we couldn't open the phone lines this morning because of our time. But please connect with us on social media, on Twitter and on Instagram. On Facebook and Instagram at Watch Perspectives. On Twitter, please connect with us at See Perspectives. Please like and follow me on Facebook at Yinka Kenny World. Till we come your way. Today is just, I don't know, today just went so fast. Please, I'd like my director to please put on the screen our social media platforms so that we can continue this discussion on social media. We appreciate Dr. Mark Ginger Ibeleme and his colleagues. We appreciate you so well because 2014 till date, Nigeria is Ebola free. Abi.
Yes, I just want to say that whatever sacrifice we have made today to bring this program on air, to bring Dr. Mark Ginger on air and bring it to the public view, it has been worth it.
It has been worth it. I tell you, the likes of Dr. Mark Ginger must be recognized.
Yes.
They must be, you know.
It took 20 years to recognize MKO.
So
we hope it won't take that long. Yes,
there's hope. Oh God, you have to bring that. You have to bring that in. Anyway, till we come your way, same time, same station next week. I am Yinka Kenny. Please stay blessed.